When we left for break, after our stream started having an absolute conniption, our four lovely little beacons were met with a task to complete the map on the hard drive device that the Night Watch had recovered and collect the catalyst drive at the end of the road. X marks the spot, and that is where you need to go. However, the map is incomplete, so you are to tour the reclaimed wastes for outposts that were working on a very similar project to this, complete the map so that you can carry forward. Alethos was able to successfully resurrect the machine and project the map, whereupon you saw that there was an outpost in the reclaimed wastes that this one was supposedly from, so it's possible you could work backwards from there.
Could we take this with us?
That is expected, yes.
Good. Just holding it.
Yeah, how big is this?
It's about the size of like a good thick tome.
Nice.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Is
That's
it?
not too bad.
Hey, G.
Yeah.
Is it metal?
It is metal.
Cool.
That wasn't an in-character question, so I can't pry.
No, but I do think they would hold it, and then somebody else should carry it, though.
I can carry it. Yeah, it's new to me being the largest person in a group, but
For now, yes.
yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? Yes.
Largest person that can
I
carry
forgot.
metal.
Too tall, friend.
Yes.
Well, I'm very human. I'm really not very.
To me, you are.
That I respect that. I'll pick up the thick tome.
It's not an actual tome for clarity's sake.
It's just tome shaped.
Guess what we're gonna call it?
It's tome shaped.
It's got a good thick tome.
Toe shaped?
Did you call it perhaps a
Holy
tombstone?
Word.
A tombstone?
It's a hard drive.
Not even solid state. Jeez.
God, what were they doing 300 years ago?
They were an advanced people. They understood that hard drives were actually secretly better.
It's actually a secret third
True,
variety
Jan.
of drive.
If she doesn't have anything else for us,
The doors do swing open once you decide who's carrying the hard drive.
yeah, I'm gonna get up to leave.
I follow Maisie.
Yep. I skip along.
I'll
The
jump
kobold skip.
down and follow.
Yeah, as kind of we're walking out, I'm like when we're near the exit, she hasn't like said anything as we were leaving, so I'm gonna look back, just like, do you want us to? Okay. No, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna keep walking.
Bye.
Bye.
The doors slam shut behind you as you leave, and as you leave, you can almost hear the distant sounds of screaming deep within the steel chapel. But it is not your problem and not your mission, as you guys are escorted out by sentinels and are left to the city to your own devices.
Okay, so hi everybody. After we kind of just get to like a clearing that's far enough away. Hi.
Hello.
My name's Maisie. Have any of you been out of Farlight before? Like,
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Not in some time, but yes.
Okay, that's good to know, though.
Gigi's eyes kind of glaze over for a second. It's just like, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Not recently.
Good to know. Good to know.
A lot of books to read.
No, I haven't.
Okay. And then, so it's not, I'm just going to throw this out there, not the safest thing ever. There's a reason why she kind of implied we would die if we didn't succeed. That's because if we don't succeed, we'll probably die. Well, we'll definitely die if we don't succeed because they'll kill us. But
The
yeah.
outside won't kill us.
The
She may
outside
kill
can
us.
kill us. The outside can definitely kill us.
Why would it?
I don't know.
So
The outside has never tried to kill me.
the outside can kill us, and the inside can kill us.
Yeah,
Points back
we're
to the
kind
castle.
of in a pickle here.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Sure.
I don't think I can fit that many books in my backpack.
That's probably true.
How am I going
I
to
can-
choose?
Make you a wagon.
That just
take the
sounds
books.
inconvenient.
Well,
I
Are there
could try to
roads
remember some of
outside?
them.
are there
Are there good
roads?
roads? Are there good roads for
There's
like a
some
If you
wagon?
remember
paths.
them.
It's not like good roads though.
What about a walking wagon?
I think that's us.
I am going to kind of put this on the table, Gigi. You know, maybe if we focus real hard and we do this and we get back, right? We can you'll have more money, more answers, and more time to read as much as you want. But for now, reading is not maybe what's gonna help us the most.
That kind of goes against my whole thing. I'm going to be honest. Reading
Question.
tends to help me with everything I need help with.
Spark's just
Do you
like
want-
scribbling in a journal, making the plans for like a weird little like bipedal wagon that can follow us, like a little
I'll
red
pick
wagon size.
2. I'll pick 2.
Do you read for fun or because you think it will be important to know things when we are out?
I don't really know that that's a significant difference.
To some, apparently.
I'll pick one of each then.
Well, I was just thinking I could tell you stories if you're looking for information or
Can you?
or entertainment. Yes, I know quite a few stories. People don't seem to
hear
like them,
stories.
but
I love stories.
Right now, you know, we can definitely do stories on the way.
Yes.
We have a day to go.
Yes.
So when we go out, we generally like prepare pretty heavily.
Okay.
Just make sure we have things that we can use to fight things off if they come.
I'm good at that.
Not die if we get hit by
I've never done that
a
before.
thing. Okay. Well, you know, I'm sure we all got picked for a reason. Clearly, motions to Alithos. Clearly, you know, we all have something. You know, whether that's, you know, computers or, you know, books, or looks at Spark.
Big teethy smile again.
teeth.
Traps
Traps. Okay. Wait. Okay.
and
Wait.
explosions.
Okay. That's Okay.
You
And
all
friend.
seem to
And then
explode.
like pulls out of a pocket just like this bright green, like straight out of an anime ooze that has like little like bulby eyes that just looks at you.
Have you been carrying that with us the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
I want to touch it so bad.
Go for it. Just
Kit,
Yes.
Alithos, you
Yes.
reach for this little slime puddle. You all
uh-huh.
watch Alithos reach to touch this thing, and it sort of begins to like spike up the closer Alithos gets, and seems to
Okay.
almost move towards them. And it sort of meets your finger and begins to almost creep along. When you pull away, it slips back down and it returns to its normal bulbous shape.
Oh, I keep fucking with it. Absolutely.
Yeah, as you sort of
It's
move your
delightful.
hand around it, it almost seems attracted to whatever it is you're made of. As the spikes grow in this almost sort of radial field.
That's new.
Does it look like I'm at risk of, for lack of a better word, consuming this creature?
No.
Okay. Then I will continue to just mess around with it. This is neat as hell.
Their name is Gorman.
Gorman. Hello, Gorman. Just spiky hair. Hello, Gorman. I am Alithos. Where did you find this?
Well, one day I thought I was making a trap.
Yes.
And then I set off the trap.
Yes.
But instead, Gorman
Gorman is a trap?
just appeared one day. I'm very good at doing that. I can make lots of them. Well, I don't make them. I call to them.
Chickens make the chickens, yes.
And they answer. Answer. I have a lisp.
That's great. Yeah, I'm on board. That rules. Frankly.
See?
Just want to put it out there. My skills go beyond books. Feel like I got
Sorry,
put
I
into,
was
like,
being
sort of this-
reductive. I
this
apologize.
book. I blow shit up. Magically.
You. Oh.
Do we all blow shit up?
No, I don't. That's not my thing, really.
I thought that might have been our proclivity.
We can blow shit up
Proclivity.
for you.
Yeah. I think I will say I
Proclivity?
think proclivity. Yeah. Nice.
Weird.
No S's. That probably helps.
That does.
Nice. I think having 3 people capable of blowing things up is awesome, though. Frankly.
What do you do? If you don't
I
blow
can.
things up or books.
Yeah, I hit stuff. Yeah.
That's
It's-
good.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I've had a lot of missions where, smooth in and out. Just like that.
Yes.
I
So
have
hopefully.
a feeling that's not that.
Okay, well, so do I, but I didn't say it.
They did.
All of my times outside have been smooth.
That's a great sign then. What time approximately is it, JT?
Nighttime.
Okay, well, gotcha.
But it's like more nighttime than it would usually be if the suns were up.
So we don't have anywhere to go like right now. There's no shops or anything open.
What sort of things do you need?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of more mostly referring to you guys. I'm pretty prepped to go out. I was planning on going out tomorrow.
Well, I guess I can make our wagon.
That's probably useful, yeah.
My parents are
if you
cooking
want to.
dinner. Can make like knapsacks.
Do
That
you need books? We could get books.
I'm all stocked up on books currently. If that
Bring
was
with.
to me.
To
Oh,
bring with on
I just need to go to my office,
Mhm.
you have an
grab
office
the books. I do.
in the library, the archive.
The Umbral Archive, yes.
I would like to go with them to the library, to the archive.
Do you want us all to go with, or do you want? Because we can. I'm down to go to the archive. I've been. Yeah. I look at Gigi.
Okay.
All right.
At some point in the conversation, Gigi pulled out a little china dish and a little like teacup and is just sipping a tea.
Just absolutely like Alita's just like bent at the waist, just like absolutely enraptured by this very small teacup.
I'm doing the same thing, but I don't realize. I'm like, oh.
Yes. Everybody can come if they want. Just
Okay.
Don't blow anything up.
The
Okay.
archive? No.
They
course
really
not.
don't like it when you do that.
It's
Yeah,
our
these
first
books are very fragile.
adventure. It's a team. Do we have a cool name for our team?
For a tea.
Yeah.
No, I
Every
only have
cool
names for
team has a
myself.
name. I only have my own name.
We can
Sure.
I feel like
come
we
up with
met
it on
today.
the fly.
You know, we met today and we haven't succeeded at any sort of mission. Maybe rain check.
That's fair. We
Rain
want to
Ideally-
name it after
fun
something that
name.
like we're really good at. Or like
Explosions, apparently.
it's gonna be something about explosions.
We'll workshop it.
Ideally, we won't listen. As lovely as everybody here is, ideally, this will be a mission that we go on and then are done with and have a lot of money and looks at Gigi and Ollie specifically and answers. So,
We're only getting answers when we're out there, so I don't.
well, maybe we'll get a lot out there.
But also we'll make lots of memories and have a fun story to tell our friends. Or a
Mhm.
scary one. Or both.
It's very true. To the archives?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
A little swingy walk.
Yeah, you do the gnome walk, I won't say it for copyright purposes, but we know.
We know.
We know.
Alita's just trying to emulate it.
You guys go to the Umbral Archive. Once again, I'll describe it. It is not as darkly stoned as the Steel Chapel is. It is more of a limestone beigey color. Big, decorative, dark woods, stained glass windows, and just a few hunks of metal sort of adorn it and power it using whatever energy they can draw from these Rustcaller machines. You guys walk in. Scholar Forge bows to you and greets you. Gigi, welcome back. I hope your meeting's well. I see you've brought a few stragglers with you.
Picking up some travel books.
Travel books. You go outside.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Can't carry that many though.
Best you take maybe a couple.
I was thinking two. Yeah. I was thinking two.
Well, that's good. I would personally
Hard to
always
choose.
personally would always say that every scholar should take a trip out of the city once in his or her lifetime.
Yeah, probably about time.
You have been
Now
cooped
it's-
up in there for a while.
Fire magic. I haven't burned anything. It feels like it's time.
Got the itch in you. Absolutely wonderful. Well, I hope you survive, and I hope you come back with valuable experience to drive your research.
Alternative.
I suppose. Depends who you ask.
You always leave me with good questions.
That's what I'm for. Eddie will turn back to whatever he was doing.
All right, follow me. You're gonna need to be shorter. You can't help it. So
Shorter?
squat. Yeah, shorter.
I can stay out here.
You can squat.
I'll squat. Sure.
Okay. There's options. You don't have to stay outside.
I don't
Alethos
mind.
does a circle around Gigi and then becomes a spitting image of Gigi.
Okay. I think we may need to have a boundaries discussion. That's pretty forward.
Do you
I'm gonna say.
not? Do you not?
Maybe
prefer
change up
this?
the nose. And it will actually like pull the like leather mask that's part of the hat like down. See you see this?
Mhm.
This is a great nose. You need to have a slightly worse nose.
Worse nose.
Maybe
Got it.
maybe a little just different, really.
Mm-hmm.
Worse, that's maybe a little rude, but just a different one.
You just sort of
That way people can tell us apart.
Yeah, they pull down their mask that now they also have, and just sort of like wiggle the nose, and it like is crooked now, but like in a cute way, right?
All right. It's got
Different.
character. It's different. It's got character. Okay.
If you'd like me to not look like you, I can do that too. And when they
It's fine
talk,
now.
it sounds like your voice a little bit. Like it sounds like a bad version of your voice. Like a
I'm not that bothered. To be
bad
honest.
impression. Okay. Cool.
Pulls it back up. It's
Pulls it
okay.
back up.
Follow me. And we'll, kind of push the. Is it a door or a curtain? Let's cement it in the fiction.
What do you want it to be?
Curtains
this-
are more flammable, and that feels worse. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yet another flammable thing added to the roster.
It could be like a fire curtain though, which would be awesome.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yes.
But yeah,
One of the concessions of not having a door was the curtain had to be a fireproof curtain.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's just like they didn't build a door. They were like, okay, here's your office.
Good luck.
Like, they didn't even build it like normal people height. They built it like my height. So it's like,
Yeah.
do they even make doors that small? Who knows? But yeah, Gigi will like push the curtain open and say, okay, there's not a lot of space. So everybody, elbows in. But
Smaller?
I just like grab my tail and hold it to my chest or on my body.
that's good. Shouldn't be anything breakable, I don't think. But if you knock any books over, you might die.
I get smaller.
But yeah, Gigi will lead everybody into the room that's just stacks of books and papers and like a chalkboard or something that's got scribbles all over it. And probably not even like a desk. It's probably one of those desks that's like square, like the little like writing desk. That like, Gigi will rummage through and grab like a little folder to stuff some papers in, and then try to pick books out, and is like going down the spines and keeps wanting to pick the books at the bottom of the stack. And it's like, I can't. Okay, just a second choice then. He's kind of looking around, and I'll eventually pick two out. But let's see. Okay, I'm all set with books and papers. And a travel tea set. I'm just gonna apparate it into existence.
Absolutely.
Looks like a little metal like lunchbox. It's got a little tea set in it.
Do you need help carrying more books, or do you have what you need?
I can hold one or two, man.
I feel like if I grab any more, it's gonna get distracting. So just 2 will be fine.
Great call.
We might find more books along the way.
That would be nice.
Perhaps. I doubt it, but maybe.
Mhm.
I have a semi-accurate picture of most of the books in this archive, so I'd know if we find a new one, probably.
That's impressive.
Wow.
I spend all my time here, so
All of it?
like Gigi just kind of like looks and like with one foot slides the like little like cushion that they sleep on like under something, and it knocks over a stack of papers, but it's like, yeah, just most.
Okay.
Oh,
That's good.
Still impressive.
If you spent too much time in here, oof, might be bad for the psyche.
yeah, maybe.
Good thing we don't have to worry about that. Skips.
Okay.
By the way, the whole time they're in the archive, Maisie is just kind of like, acting like she's like looking around, looking at things, but is very deliberately avoiding any bright light so as to not raise questions.
I think Gigi does like look at you for a second, and then you can hold one book, and then like goes and grabs one from like a shelf and says, "Here, you're in charge of this one."
Okay.
I might need
Yeah,
it.
I can carry. Yeah, I'll carry whatever for you.
What is
I
it
do
about?
look at the book and see what it is.
Yeah, what is it about?
I think it's probably like it's some title and not Latin, definitely not Latin. But
Google Translate English to Latin. Definitely not Latin.
it vaguely would translate to like out of the shadows kind of thing.
Okay.
Just like there, that's you hold on to that one.
Thanks.
What's up?
Tater
Okay.
demands your attention.
Yes, he does.
He wants to play. Let him play.
Okay, Tater's the BBEG.
Oh no, I can't possibly fight him. not if we value our lives.
Okay. So you guys have a little while. There are various downtime activities that you can do in game with all this extra time. If you guys have anything in particular you would like to do, we can sort of match it up to whichever one fits best and go from there. Because I think Tay had an idea of what Spark was going to do.
Oh, hey, make something. That's a downtime action.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to come along, yeah, I think quite literally Spark would invite everyone to dinner, and then while we're just chilling is going to attempt to make some sort of like Red Rider wagon, but with like legs, so it's easier.
Okay.
Not places that wheels would be bad for.
So the following questions: what does it do? It carries stuff for you, and maybe even you guys. Why is it special? I would think that having legs makes it relatively special. Makes it more terrain diverse. What are you making it out of? Where do you get the material for this?
So I have lots of like scraps and stuff in my workshop, but my family is also creators, inventors, artificers. But for like bigger operations, like could be like mining or infrastructure, they make bigger gadgets and such and tech. Um, and follows suit. She follows suit with that. So
Mhm.
would probably raid their workshop, and then if they didn't have what they need, she would go raid her father's workshop for what they
Mhm.
need.
Okay, absolutely. If you want to go ahead
Probably
and roll.
not metal if everything rests. Maybe some like really heavy duty wood, but then some metal pieces for the legs.
Spark would know that metal is typically okay in this city, as long as nobody's using source magic.
Beautiful. Okay. So where did I put my d20? Here.
Do you have any
Um,
background skills that'll help with this?
I'm a tinkerer.
A tinkerer,
I'm a little tinkerer. Just a
so
little
you can
bit.
add 1 accuracy.
Beautiful. Oh, hey, that is much better than my last roll. That's an 18 total.
An 18 total. So that is a hit. I get to pick 1 complication
Ooh, okay.
for it, but otherwise you build the thing. I'm gonna pick it's unreliable, and I'm not gonna tell you what that
Valid.
means just yet.
Love it. Cool.
But yeah, you get your little wagon, you pile all your stuff into it. GG, if you want, you can take a few extra books. And I know Alethos and Maisie are probably traveling a lot lighter than everyone else as far as personal effects goes, but
A whole half of the wagon is just like boxes and bags of things, and some of them smell slightly like gunpowder, others clink like they're clearly something like parts and metals. Like there's just so much just random little odds and ends and bits and bobs.
does anyone else want to do any prep at all?
The downtime action I see that I feel like it's going to be my just normal one that I do is hit the books
Yeah.
when I want to research or learn about something. I think there's definitely something that Gigi would want to research, but I think the practicality gets the better of them. And they're going to try to learn about the like area between here and where they're going and a little bit more on this like Rustcaller stuff, because not really their bag, not really their interest
Okay.
per se. So needs to at least be baseline prepared.
Right.
So yeah, it looks like I just roll and then things happen.
Yep. Do you have any background skills that will help grant you advantage for this?
I am a student of the Umbral Archive, so I probably know my way around
That's
pretty well to
absolutely
find
correct.
books. So does
you
that
can go
give
ahead.
me...
It'll give you an accuracy. You'll get to
see.
roll a d6 and add it to the roll.
Excellent. Oh, okay. Well, that d6 roll could have been better, but I got a 19.
All right. 19 is a hit. You can ask me up to 3 questions, and one of them can be false.
Yeah. I think the questions, one would be what is, I think it was like catalyst, I think was like the big word. So
Yep.
like what is that? What kind of dangers might be between here and the outpost, since that's the only place I actually know we're going. And then any special terrain kind of stuff to keep in mind.
Okay. Starting backwards, terrain. You guys will be walking through a valley with sparse trees, and then you will hit a thick and dense jungle. That is the reclaimed waste. It seems that vines based on what you've heard and what you read, vines layer the ground. It is humid, almost unnaturally humid once you cross the threshold into the reclaimed waste. And it all surrounds and sits on top of one big tree that sort of feeds into the entire jungle. Some legends even say that the rest of the trees and the rest of the plant life in that jungle are connected and are part of the big tree as one sort of massive ecosystem. Working back from there, any dangers that you might encounter between here and the outpost, you would know that the reclaimed are a big danger. The reclaimed are sort of walking undead, leftover remnants from the old world taken over by plants from the reclaimed waste, as well as rumors of bands of marauders and other less than savory folk meandering the wastes. And then your first question, which was about the catalyst, you would have heard the catalyst once before, was the name of the ship that the Rustcallers supposedly used to decimate the planet.
Satisfied.
Okay. You learn all that as you guys prepare for your journey. Alithos, I believe you had a downtime activity.
I did. I want to, after, dinner when people are busy, I want to see if I can't play that other file that was on this thing. So I would go bother Maisie and ask if I could borrow the piece of tech.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
We'll just...
Thank you. I'll bring it back.
You don't have to.
I should. I should not
Noted.
carry it.
Sounds good.
Okay, yeah. You've done this before. I won't make you roll for it.
Fair.
You know how to access this tech.
Okay.
And by this tech, I mean this particular device, not
Yeah.
generally speaking.
I mean,
so you open this message. This is not a hollow audio file. It is instead just like an email that has been left over from the remnants of this outpost, from Outpost Alpha to Outpost Theta. Of greetings, our chunk of the project is coming along fine. As we prepare to travel from this place, we hope to have it ready and completed. It is in its final iteration, and we are running the last generation of its code now. We will be sending it your way shortly.
No specification as to what it is.
Actually, I will give you this. The email is titled RE : Project Archimicarus.
Okay. Interesting. And I imagine this is not something that I have come across. This name of this project.
I will for your overall downtime activity. I will say that you can. Well,
Roll to remember.
Yeah, we can do a modified hit the books to sort of see if you can call on your memories.
For sure. Let me see if I have anything for that in particular. I would argue that Rustcaller Historian might work.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. 21 all told.
21. Okay. That is fine. Normally you would ask me questions, but you're really just looking for the one thing. I will say that you sort of begin to pull on these memories that you have, these leftover shards of the Rustcallers. You don't remember this project ever crossing your door, but you do remember someone who transferred, making one single mention of it. As you sort of sort through your memories, you can almost see this one uncorrupt itself as it presents its way to you. But you in particular were not meant for Arkham Icarus.
Okay. Interesting. I will make note of that then, I guess.
And as you sort of let yourself go from this hard drive and put it back to sleep, you do see that your hands have left just barely a rust print.
Shoot.
You have not degraded the functionality of this device in any way. Rustcaller tech is comparably rust resistant when it is active, which you have been activating it. So it is not like rusted through, but there are flecks of rust now.
Shoot, it's not supposed to do that. Maisie?
I think. What's up?
Take it.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Grabs
you.
it. Yeah. Is everything
And as you
okay?
see-
Everything all right?
Very clearly not, but like,
Okay, we're gonna leave that for now. That's okay.
You should hold on to that.
I
until we need
gathered.
it. Okay.
JT, for my downtime, I think that Maisie is in like real crunch time mode, like with the ideas just like most of these people don't know what's about to happen, and is going to go shopping.
Yeah, absolutely. You are more than welcome to go shopping.
Yeah, and I know that like market's probably like not open right now, but I'd imagine there's like some sort of like hub for like scavenger socialization, and that she can probably like barter some like materials or supplies off of some people.
You would have access to what is affectionately called by the people of the city the night market. It is open for scavs who are preparing for either an early journey or a night journey.
Sure.
And you would go to this night market. You'll have access to all manner of things, save for like genuinely magical articles.
Sure.
If you're looking for anything in particular, I have a random shop generator, so I can generate various goods here that are available to you.
Okay. I think the things that would be on her mind are like potions first and foremost, and then like actually it'd pretty much just be potions or like small armors for the people that are not armored.
Absolutely. So for the sort of alchemy stall, big bushy-haired gentleman, sort of every which way, not by any natural means, just from experimentation, has blown his hair into place. Big goggles, big, equally exploding mustache, is selling a few things. The most notably of which are Empyrean flasks, which cost 3 gold. Those give you +2 mind during your quest. The astral potion, which gives you resistance to astral damage until the end of a scene. A Titan flask for 3 gold gives you +2 bulk. A memory potion, which allows you to repair a destroyed technique without spending any recoveries. A minor mana potion for 1 gold that grants you 1d6 mana, and then a minor healing potion for 1 gold. Once per short rest, you can regain your HP without spending a recovery.
Okay. I think that Empyrean flask would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess meta gaming wise, is there anything that sounded good to any of you guys?
I mean, healing's always good. I already, as part of my goodies, what is it? Or support items, I have mana potions and I have
Okay.
armor.
Okay, cool.
Probably fit.
Okay, yeah, I think Empyrean flasks and health potions.
Cool.
That is
So the Empyrean flask is 3 gold, and then the health potion is 1 gold.
okay.
As far as I can tell, the seller is only supposed to be selling one of each of those things. It's sort of like a little RPG shop.
Sounds good.
And then you were also looking for armors.
If it seemed like the rest of the people were like sufficiently equipped, then I'd pass.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think Alithos is the only one who did not contribute to the if you're good with equipment on this particular stretch of the journey.
I think I'm okay. I don't know that I can carry much more.
Gotcha. I'm going to buy the 2 potions then, and last time I was here you had like 5. What's up, man?
All right. People are going places and they need things.
Okay, well, yeah, puts the gold down and walks away.
He winks at you.
Don't.
JT, can I add just a little flavor to this night market?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I have that Sparks will sell some of her little traps and trinkets and shit that she makes at the night markets. I think maybe like 3 of her siblings are there, all also in like oddly colored kobolds, just like selling bear traps and like bags of gunpowder and just weird ass shit.
100%. It is the most cleared out corner of the night market, not because nobody wants to buy things, but because unless you don't need something specifically from that shop, for fear of blowing yourself up, you don't go near it.
Yeah. 1 spark away from bad news.
Yeah, I think Maisie has not made the connection between that shop and you yet, but just takes a giant like perimeter around it.
I think there's just like 1 like super pale blue kobold and 1 like really pale green. Like I have 7 siblings. We are every color of the rainbow. Like
A veritable chroma conclave. Don't tell
Yeah.
Critical Role.
Yeah.
Don't
What do you tell Mercer?
nobody tell Matthew, please.
Don't.
We
sue
just met. We're friends.
I'm telling Matt on you.
No.
No.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else they would like to do this evening? Any interactions they would like to have?
I make a lot of cornbread and start smoking some meat so we can have some rations.
Cool.
I'm watching this intently. This is fascinating to me.
Yeah, you guys get a few weird little beasties that are considered to be edible or delicacies here. The primarily being a variety of different hybrid duck animals. There is bear duck, duck, and a wolf duck even, but people don't really eat the wolf duck.
It eats you back.
Cowards.
It would eat you back. But yeah, you guys spoke up a few, beef, chicken, a variety of meats and such. And you will have
DG and
rations.
Maisie smoke up a few. You know what I'm saying?
I just need
Outside of the
minute.
archive. Outside the archive. And 500 feet from the front door. Minimum.
There are wards in place.
Too many phoenixes walking around that archive already.
The phoenixes get reborn. The books don't.
They never do. They never do.
Yeah. So dawn breaks. The binary stars crest over the hill, and the moon is almost immediately upon them. The Rustcallers scar is most visible at this time of day as light beats down from the north, and casts a wide shadow over the valley. You guys meet at the gate, where Sister Blight is standing to see you off. There's a crowd gathering because the sisters and brothers do not typically get out much. They are just known to command from the temple. And she sort of bows to you and looks you all up and down. Don't fuck up, okay? And we won't have any problems.
Okay.
All right.
Hadn't planned on it.
Very good. She pulls out a little whistle. She blows it. You don't hear anything, but the gate does light up and begins to open. As the city, you hear the clanking of the metal as the gate lifts up, and you are all released into the valley. You can see in the distance the big tree that makes up the center of the reclaimed wastes. To your south, you can see just barely the peaks of white leaves from the Obsidian Forest, a few hundred miles from there. This valley can see just about everything from here. You see the inky black waters of the Gulf. And you begin to make your way.
I lean over to Gigi. What does fuck this up mean?
Needs to fail, but probably spectacularly.
That makes sense.
So if we fail, there'll be problems. If we don't fail, there won't be. I wouldn't use fuck this up in front of like grandmothers. You know what I mean? But other scavengers? Probably. That's probably fine.
GG.
Yeah.
Looks over. Got this for you. Tosses a health potion. Forgot.
Calling you fragile.
Not calling you sturdy.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. So, you guys begin to travel for some time. How are all of you feeling being outside the walls? Maybe for the first time in a while, maybe not the first time in a while, maybe not the first time at all. How's everybody feeling as you embark?
You said the Rustcallers scar is very visible from here. Yes?
It's always visible. The Rustcallers scar is a vast swath of mountains that covers the continent from end to end. When I should have said it's most prominent when the light is casting such a wide shadow.
Okay.
It is very easy to ignore during almost every other part of the day and night, because it's just sort of a backdrop. It's too big and too unfathomable to even consider looking at. It's a wall basically. But when it casts a shadow, near 100 miles long as the sun crests over the horizon, it's hard not to feel like it's looming.
I think if we're at a point where it's very prominent, Alethos is looking at it, like glancing at it in that way of like trying not to look at it, but can't bring themselves to not look at it. And they look sad, I think is the best way to describe that. It's probably the quietest you've seen Alethos since meeting them.
I don't think Spark says anything, but they do just kind of like walk a little closer, kind of just like a reassuring like presence, because they notice everything, but they don't know what to say ever. But they notice.
It's like kind of just lost, just like looking around and like head just going from side to side, probably like humming. Just like, oh, you get like the one eye out from under the like hood and mask, or like the hat and mask thing, and so it's just like really wide. Just completely oblivious, pretty much. The worst way to be when you're traveling through the wilderness.
Sorry, Maisie, we're all the worst.
Mhm. Oh, you're
You're muted,
muted.
Hart.
You're muted.
Still muted.
You're still muted.
You're muted in video.
In browser.
Oh my
Bessie?
god.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah. Maisie in contrast is just kind of just takes inventory of everybody else. Keeps walking.
I will say, while as like bubbly and skipping Spark seems, they are trained on their surroundings.
Okay.
Fully
That's
is
definitely
keeping an
noticeable.
eye, like, it still has that very loosey-goosey attitude, but like the eyes are checking
Okay.
everything out.
I think in that case, like at some point, just like looking around, would make eye contact with Spark, and then just like head motion over to like some trees, just like keep an eye on it. Like, yeah.
Probably about, I don't know, if we make it 30 minutes in,
Sure.
I don't know how long we're traveling until some unexpected catastrophe.
You'll know when
assails
some
us.
unexpected catastrophe assails you.
I don't know what the time scale is, but yeah, you just kind of turn and say, "Wait a minute,"
What's up?
and just looks at Alethos and is like, "I don't really know what you are, and that's kind of rude, but I'm just something's not adding up."
I'm whatever you need me to be.
Not really an answer.
People
Kinda
don't
like
like the
another
answer I
question.
give. People don't believe the answer I give, so.
You don't really get very far with research if you don't believe answers.
Just sort of like get an actually like intrigued sort of look on their face.
I might not. I mean, I might have to test it, but I'll believe what you say. I just have to verify.
I am from out here.
Maisie turns around.
That could mean a lot of things.
I am the Arethians made me 300 years ago. They didn't mean to. Oh, they did mean to. They didn't mean for me to be what I am.
I know a lot of those words. That's good to know.
You call them something else. I don't like that name, though.
Okay, that narrows it down. That's, yeah.
Do you believe me?
I think that you're telling the truth, or that you at least think you're telling the truth, but I have to verify.
That's about as good an answer you're gonna get from him.
I believe you.
Thank you.
I'm very good at
Do
telling
I-
when people are lying. They're not.
Do I need to turn the machine on again? Is that not verification?
I don't know.
They did say that happened to them before, too.
I don't know how any of that stuff works. There's probably lots of ways to turn it on. You know?
Can you do it? They look a
Have a
little
try.
smug. Just sort of nods to it. Well, I guess to Maisie, who presumably still has it.
Yeah, I'd hand it over.
Like a book, but worse.
It's like a book if you know how to read it.
Shouldn't
Or
have
worse,
compared it
still
to a
worse.
tome.
It's a good thick tome.
It's not a tome, please.
Classic tome activity.
Classic tome.
It's
Classic
not. It's
tome.
not.
Real tome heads understand.
No, they don't.
Guess you're not a real tome head. Wow.
I don't even know how to begin trying to interface with anything like this. It's not.
Nope.
It's not even like Gigi's field. You know, like you just handed like a petri dish full of very specific bacteria to like a historian. It's like I don't.
As Gigi is kind of like struggling, like figuring it out. Just hey, it's okay. You don't like. You don't
Don't
have to
drop
do this. Yeah, don't break it.
I'm just looking at it. I don't know what. I've got no ego in this situation. I'm just trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just if that breaks, we all die for sure.
That
I
feels a
don't
little
think that would
pessimistic.
kill us.
No,
This-
not
Isn't that what we're
immediately,
supposed to
but-
be like? Fixing?
Completing, yes.
And then
Mhm.
scary lady threaten death
Like chicken,
if
yeah.
we fucked it up.
If we fuck it up, we become dead like chicken, yes.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, Ethan. If my good friend, if you would like to, you may attempt to interface with this. I will not tell you which action you are doing, and I will not tell you what the results will be if you fail.
Okay. I'll touch anything once. I don't know.
Do you
I
have any
step very
skills
far away.
you feel you could wager without knowing what this is? Because I'm going to add a difficulty onto this.
I think, given that we know that this is ancient, probably, because it's
It is.
technology and all of that would be ancient. I think maybe I could make out some of the, if there's like inscriptions on it or anything, I could probably make a little bit of that out because of my enthusiasm for ancient fan fiction. I'm familiar with many varieties of old language.
Yes, I'll say that in your time studying, inadvertently studying the Rustcallers, you have been able to decipher a few of their letterings.
You have to the books that they have in the archive aren't that great. They're not that interesting. But like occasionally you find something that's pretty good. A lot of dick jokes.
Okay, so the difficulty and the accuracy will cancel out.
That is a 17.
A 17. Very good and cool. I'll go ahead and say this. The machine turns on.
Oh.
However, you will have to spend 2 mana on it
Okay.
as you interact with it. And do you wear any metal?
Like buckles? Probably like buckles for things, but I feel like it's mostly like leather based.
Yeah,
Cloth.
one of the buckles in your expenditure of this energy to sort of get it to kick on, one of your buckles rusts all the way through.
I think once this thing turns on, Alethos is like pulling the other two away from it.
I think it's like
I'm like 10 feet behind y'all. I was not fucking with that.
Maisie
like-
needed the pushback.
the buckle that like holds the face covering up like falls, so it's just like a mask now, and you can see both eyes, just like, I don't know
But
what it
it's
did.
on, and you see the
Okay,
map
some-
begins to project from it.
Holds it up like Simba, just like the map.
Alethos looks visibly upset at this.
Almost as immediately as it kicks on, you hold it up, and it kicks back off. The map glitches away and it fades, and you are done expending energy on it.
That was kind of tiring, if I'm being honest.
Immediate relief as soon as it disappears.
I could probably make a way better map with like normal magic, and it'd be way less tiring. And it wouldn't rust my clothing. It's kind of rude.
It does that.
Well, there is a reason that you don't wear too much metal. It's because your spells do rust metal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All source magic does. However, it doesn't rust it that fast. At least it shouldn't.
That buckle was supposed to last me 6 months.
There's a reason you have a word for the Arethians.
That's why I wear leather.
Holds up one of
That
the
was a
glass
fun little
chains.
experiment.
What kind of metal is that? The
Glass?
black. It's glass?
Yeah.
I've never seen glass like that.
It's. I actually couldn't tell you how it's made. I don't know how it's made. Actually.
What mystery.
Actually, yeah. It's... By the way, I don't know how close it is to like daytime at this point, but he's just gonna just kind of like while we're all stopped and talking. Hey, I'm just gonna bite the bullet here. It's always like a conversation I have to have. Not that it's totally valid to want to talk about. It is going to be brighter at some point, to an extent at least. I don't have a shadow. I don't know why. Like rapid fire questions out of the way. No, I don't have a shadow. I also don't know why. I have tried to find out why, and no, I haven't found out.
Working on it.
Yeah, Gigi's working on it, generally.
Oh.
Just sort of grabbing the device from Gigi. Do you want one? Is this a thing
A
you're
shadow?
sad about?
No, it's just it just has a lot of like questions, right? Like it doesn't matter to me really at all, but it's I have to talk about it. That's totally fine.
I think
It's one of
you
those-
see Spark is like very gingerly just like tapping on like a piece of your armor. It's like, oh, I thought maybe you were see-through.
Oh, no, not quite. Although that might be. No, never mind. It would be cool though, I guess, for sure.
Hmm.
Do you want me to
That'd be
hold
cool.
that again? The box?
They'll sort of like look it over and see if it is additionally rusted or in any other way, fucked up.
Perfectly intact.
I don't have to. You just seemed concerned about it before.
No, they're side-eyeing Gigi 100%. Just like hands it over to Macy.
Okay.
Still.
Let me turn it on.
They're very smart. Just like generally.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, don't get a big head.
Couldn't get bigger, I don't think. Unless I had encephalitis.
I don't
A
think I can say
scream
that word.
crests over the hill.
There it is.
What crests over the hill?
A scream?
Oh!
There it is. See?
Huh.
Were you expecting that?
It's always something. Otherwise, everybody be out here just walking around.
Is this like our first big task?
I think we don't know yet.
Yeah. JT, does
Maybe
this
it's
scream
really-
mean anything to me? Have I heard anything like this before, or is this something new entirely?
Has Maisie ever heard someone in
Well-
fear and pain before?
No, I'm asking, is this a thing that commonly happens? Like, or is this like a sign of a creature or anything? Or can I draw any inferences from
Is it
it
like a
based
mountain
on-
lion that sounds like a woman screaming, but it's not? It's a mountain lion.
You
That's a
can-
great
you
way to wake
can-
up at 3 a.m.
You can roll insight. You can make an insight check, gain insight.
Is that a thing? Can you do that?
Yeah. That's a move everybody can do.
Where are these? I feel like I didn't see any of those.
On
Page
the
28 in the book.
narrative.
In
Oh,
the
I see.
narrative section of the book.
What did Joel use to make character sheets? Do you have the Google sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
sheet.
on the narrative play side too, under narrative actions, there's a drop down that'll
Uh-huh.
show you to just the titles. Obviously, it doesn't give you the
Indeed.
descriptions, but
Convince, gain insight, gather. Okay, I see.
oh, actually, if you click
okay.
on it, it does give you the description.
I love
Whoever made the
this
sheet,
Google sheet
it's
so,
so cool.
much. It's so sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go-
I'll roll that if I
Yeah.
can.
Do you have any applicable skills?
The closest one I have is materialistic scavenger. I don't think that's super applicable here. Like, it's related in the sense of scavenger, but everything outside the city would be related to scavenger. So I didn't.
What are
wanna
you, what
just
are your
say
other two skills out of curiosity?
My other two skills are daunting premonitions, and I've seen worse.
This is going to sound maybe a little fucked up of me, but I think I've seen worse would apply to this.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I mean, that could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. You know.
It depends on which end of the scene worse we're on.
That's
Is
a
this the
16
worst?
total.
A 16. Okay, so that is going to be a hit. You are allowed to ask me two of the questions listed there. I don't know if it gives you the questions or not.
Yeah. I am going to ask. What recently happened or is about to happen, and what seems strange here?
You guys are. As for what seems strange here, you guys are not very far out of Farlight. If something bad is happening, it's really weird that something bad is happening because there are usually scavs in this area just picking around the dirt for like loose scraps of metal. So someone being out here and being this in danger that they need to shout about it is very strange, very peculiar. What is about to happen? You would wager that this person is probably about to be injured by something. There aren't really the dangerous creatures of the Valley of Farlight are not anything that should be bothering a person. They're predator animals who hunt the little skittering guys, not anything that can hurt a person or should be able to hurt a person with enough gall to be out here.
Okay. Okay. I am going to kind of like, as we're, kind of in our little talking circle huddle thing, just kind of like start to move, like not like, oh my god, we need to be there now, but like we should probably check out what this is. And starts like doing like a little jog over.
I'm gonna go ahead, if I could too. If I see that like Maisie's getting into we're gonna check this out mode, I too am gonna get into sneaky boy check this out mode. And want to kind of like dip into the shadows, and I think like I get kind of to the edge, and it's almost like the shadows kind of like form at my feet for a minute, and then like raising out of the shadow is this like it's half size, so just about my size. Very like wispy, like wisps are coming off of it, but it's in the shape of like a black wolf. It kind of comes out and creeps, stalks in front of me, and I will do my official shade companion, not my little guy, but the one that can wreck shit up.
Sounds like you would like to move unseen.
Yeah.
And I will say that the wolf will give you an accuracy. If you have any applicable skills, that can also give you an accuracy.
I have one that's blank, so I couldn't think of another skill, so I'll probably put something in there eventually, but I won't use it right now.
That's all right.
I just realized I only have 2 and I'm supposed to have 3. But we'll mess with that next time. So I'll just take the 1 accuracy. That's a nat 20, baby, plus 3. So 23.
Okay, so as you sort of move into this, you will gain access, and then if you guys don't decide to act, you will be able to leave cleanly and leave no evidence of your presence.
Nice.
But you guys sort of begin to move over to the hill, Alethos.
I would like to do something perhaps a little bit goofy.
I like goofy.
Thanks. So I have a scout form.
Okay.
Aside from Shadow Wolf, are there any critters that frequent this area? If not, that is okay.
Squirrels, raccoons, dog-sized sugar gliders, wolves. Dog-sized sugar glider.
Fucking of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you say that fits in about half size?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent. So you just see Alethos start running and does the very anime like jump and then into like a 4-legged run, and is now massive sugar glider. And it's a move. I have scouting bonuses to it. I'm very fast now.
Okay.
And hard to hit. I will send you.
What are you?
We've been old. We've been over this.
Gigi, do you have anything in particular you like to do?
I think Gigi's just like, oh, fighting, right? And then we'll produce this. Let me just see what this thing's actually called. We'll produce. It's called a solar flare, but it's just like kind of this like little ball of. Like it looks like a sun, but the core of it is just like completely dark with like light around it. And we'll kind of like toss it and it starts kind of like floating, and then it'll like sit on top, and I'm totally stealing this, but we'll sit on top of like this little indent in the pommel of like a little tiny sword that Gigi has, and we'll run with this little like kind of combined staff. Be like, okay, here we go. And just
My
like
little
going after
wagon's just like
everybody.
so fast behind you.
I got tiny legs.
So
The wagon's
delightful.
passing you.
You all crest over the hill. You see down below there is a human. The scream was feminine, but this human is dressed in very patterned leather clothing, and they have a mask that seems to be very bug-like. Maisie, in particular, would know this to be a marauder of some kind. One of the roving bands of scavengers that do not answer to the night watch. They are being harried by something far more concerning. What appears to be a corpse completely rotted through, bits of flesh dangling, and vines sort of wrapped around their person, and a little flower takes the place of where one of their eye sockets used to be. It is much bigger than a human would be. So you reckon this is probably the corpse of some long dead giant. And it is posting up to attack. However, that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Oh my
my
goodness.
As we set the sun on session 1 of
Which
the Beacons
one?
of Farlight. Which one? What?
Which son?
Which son?
Both. All of them.
Oh no.
Thanks everybody for playing, my lovely little cast, and thank you audience for sitting with us on it through minor tech issues, an impromptu break, and the very beginning of a world I'm very excited to be showing off. As I have been, Kit can attest to this, I have been bothering them about this for almost a year now.
Yes.
Mhm.
I have had so many ideas and thoughts, and I'm very excited for this game as it begins to take shape. I'm going to go around to my lovely cast, allow them to reintroduce themselves, let us know who they were and where we can find them in the future. We're going to start just immediately to my right on the layout. We're going to start with Tay.
Hello. I am Taylor at _potato_ maybe not an underscore, depends on the social media and the day. I can be found here pretty much always. I'll kind of loop in what we've got coming up into my thing because I will be back here with Ethan on Friday for some Mass Effect Omega Tales, the beginning of the end. We only have a few left of this very long campaign. Very excited for it. Also, every other Friday, I run a Wild Sea campaign. It is very fun. If you're not used or familiar with that setting, highly recommend looking it up. It is super cool. As well as every other Saturday, a part of the Die campaign, Die RPG, which is based off the comic book series of the same name. And after our first session, oh boy, it's going to be a wild ride. Also, come back here on Tuesday, all for Rich Randomness. Don't know who it's going to be, but come check it out. You can also find me over on Lost Caravan, where oh man, those games are still happening too. All my things have accidentally butted into my next few weeks. Are going to be so busy. Every other week on Monday is Lancer, and every other week on Tuesday is Orbital Blues, which are like the days just before this. So it hits on these alternating weeks. I'm so tired. As well as every other Saturday, Fabula Ultima, where I play a super chill, nothing wrong, not traumatized magic person. It's great. You can also find me on Apocalyptic Unlimited. We are an all POC zine. That is the whole goal is to uplift more POC voices and BIPOC voices in the TTRPG space. We will be at Big Bad Con next weekend, handing out issue 0 of our zine for freezies. So if you see us, come get a copy while supplies last, because we are going to kick it into high gear. And we're planning for next year for a quarterly zine to start pumping that out. So, hit us up if you maybe want to write or do art or all those sort of things. And then last but not least, Bloom and Blight, that the wonderful Kit has been editing, and it's so beautiful and it's so good, and has been producing. It's absolutely amazing. It is a Girl by Moonlight actual play podcast, and every episode absolutely blows my mind. How did just us goofballs sit, and then that was the outcome of it? I don't know, but it's great.
It's
That
your
was a
fault.
lot.
You're the GM, so
Hey, I mean, look, I think for the first time ever in my GMing career, I had a session where there were tears in every single one of my players' eyes. So that's a success. But that's that, and then also what all we've got going on HSC this month. I'm done.
All right. We're going to slide on over to Eve.
Is it me? Is
It's
it me,
you.
Jesus?
You are.
Is it me?
Eve,
It's me.
The very same.
I'm Ethan at EJ the Gray on many things, probably all of them at this point, but many things. I'll be here on Friday, like Taylor said. The only thing that Taylor didn't mention is it looks like starting in October live, we'll have a game of, I think it's Marvel. It's a new Marvel role-playing game. Marvel Multiverse. Yeah, it's like a newer one because there's a few of them out there, but it's like a newer one. But yeah, we're playing a Marvel Multiverse campaign. We got our mostly our old crew back from like Red Markets and Blades in the Dark that we did for a long time on Thursday night. So getting the gang back together. And yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna do some Marvel shenanigans in the MCU, like on our version of Earth or whatever. So it's gonna be fun. Other than that, I'm nowhere, never, except for wherever at any time when you least expect it. And that's me.
All right. We're gonna do this a bit non-uniform. We're gonna drop down to Harp.
Hi. Wow, that was unexpected, but I'm Harp. You can't find me anywhere else. Not RPG wise, at least. I'm only playing Beacons of Farlight. That's the only stream I'm on. It's the only stream I'm on.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Hi,
they made me.
This is a
They made me sign
Harp
a
exclusive.
non-compete.
Yeah, we have a
Okay.
non-compete contract.
But no, if you want to keep up with me, you can follow me everywhere. It's Harping Hype, including YouTube, where I make fun little video essays and other things. But yeah, if you really want to keep up with me, check back in 2 Wednesdays from now, where I'll be playing a cool game called Beacons of Farlight.
That sounds fun. Wish I could
Absolutely
play.
delightful. This is Harp's only stream so far. For now.
True. So far.
Temporarily.
Yeah.
Once
I'll make
the
Maisie
lawyers figure out how to
2
break
soon.
the non-compete.
And after that, Maisie.
Then it's
3.
over for you, host.
Speaking of, that's gonna slide us over to Kit.
I'm curious as to how that transition works, but
Tell me about
hi.
it.
Now I'm worrying. Dang it. Hi, I'm Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at KitRoll or on Twitter for an amount of time, maybe at KitRollCause. Specifically coming up, a lot of the things that have already been talked about, so I will be brief. But like Taylor said, every other Saturday over on Last Caravan, we will be playing Fatal Ascension, our Fabula Ultima campaign, where I am yet another automaton. Don't worry about it. It's not a typecast. It's fine. But absolutely no war crimes happening, no regicide, nothing of the sort. Don't worry about it. It's a fun and chill time. Soon this week on Fridays, you can catch me and also G perhaps over on Life from the Apocalypse, where A Season of Secrets and Shadows is coming back for season 2. This is our Regency flavored Monster Hearts actual play. Things are getting bonkers, y'all. But tune in for Friday for the season premiere, and then after that, every other Friday, alternating tables. So come get your Regency fix. It's gonna be great. I'm not a vampire. I just play one on TV. Everything's fine. If you're looking for a new system to play, keep an eye out on the socials and on Kickstarter for Cottages in Cerberus, which I am lucky enough to be helping edit. It's cozy cottagecore meets Monster Hunter. There's absolutely bonkers character customization, Spoon Theory inspired mechanics, and very chill farming sim vibes. So you can check out some actual plays over on Twitch at Chaotic Go Productions, or you can get it for yourself on Kickstarter. So that's sick and awesome. And then of course, if you like magical girls, like Taylor said, Bloom and Blight, releasing new episodes every other Thursday. But tune in for this Thursday for something. I don't know, something non-traditional. You'll see. Keep an eye out. But you can find that on all socials at Bloom and Blight, or for cast and character info and transcripts of all of our episodes, bloomandblight.com. I believe that's everything I'm allowed to drop at the moment. But peep the socials. As I'm allowed to drop more stuff, I will.
Thank you all so much. That leaves just me. I am so very lucky to have such a wide cast game master. I'm JT. You can find me at WeebJeet on all socials, pretty much. You can find me hanging around various TTRPG discords these days because they just keep making them, and I just keep joining them. As for what you can find me in, tomorrow night I'll be over on Guild Superior with Bleak and High Shelf Collective's Blair, playing a Lord of the Rings game that we are both very fond of and very excited about. It's been a lot of fun in the one episode we've had so far. On Friday, as Kit mentioned, you can maybe find me also on the Season of Secrets and Shadows premiere, doing a little surprise, maybe. On Saturday, you can find me on RPGs Uncovered playing The Treacherous Turn with Jack and them over there. It's a very interesting system that is very player-driven. And then Saturday night, you can find me on Daxara's channel playing an Edge of the Empire charity two-shot, where I will be playing a goofy little Jedi Padawan with my fellow Padawans. And then on Sunday, you can find me on The Lost Caravan. We will be picking up our Nova campaign yet again. It is very exciting. And then you can find me back here in 2 Wednesdays running this, starring our 5th player. Very secret, very mysterious. And that is coming up very soon. And I'm so excited for you guys to meet them. Thank you once again to High Shelf Collective and for you guys for enabling me to do this. Very passionate about this world, and I'm very glad that players are finally playing around in it. And thanks to the creator of this game for making such a fun little game for us to play with.
Yes.
They're in chat tonight.
Thank you.
Very
This
good.
is my 4th Beacon character to make, and the first one I finally get to play, and I'm so excited. I've had so many chances to play this game, and they keep getting
Wait, really?
postponed, and we finally doing it, y'all.
It's such a fun system.
Yeah.
But I think
It's a very fun system.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're gonna get to see combat mode next week.
That sounds like a threat. Gee,
Also,
Well,
Maybe we could just leave undetected.
What if
That
we-
is an
if you
option.
want-
we'll diplomacy our way out of it.
But
Sure.
I
Y'all
can't play a
have-
black mage unless I use my ley lines. So we have to at least get into combat long enough for me to use my ley lines.
you're not gonna get the ley lines off, Eve. I'm
It's a
sorry.
very important class feature.
I've stolen the ley lines. They're mine now. Sorry.
I will
Need them.
definitely use your ley lines for sure. Alrighty, y'all. Well, everybody, have a wonderful night. Go drink some water, have a snack, take care of yourself, relax, and we'll see you back here on Friday. And this crew back here in 2 weeks on Wednesday. We are going to go right over to Perception Studios. They're playing D&D with puppets. Which, like, what?
Okay.
Love that.
That they are.
Wait, actually, excuse me, I
They're
didn't know
what?
this.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
they are. They super are.
They super are.
Generally,
That's
It's a vibe.
Kind
Okay,
of
it is done. We had to vamp while Twitch did its thing. So we can right now. Everybody, have a great rest of your evening and week, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.
goodbye.